This is a mad scientist that even Einstein had to worship. Since he was born, he was either researching or on his way to researching. For 30 years, his research has been changing the lives of people from electric toothbrushes to steam cars, but it's not even close to his dream. He's dedicated to building the ideal world. But on Valentine's Day, something happens. He had just taken out a big diamond ring to propose to his girlfriend when a vicious gangster suddenly jumped out of nowhere and robbed him without saying a word. Anna quickly hid the ring, not knowing that the assailant had already been eyeing the ring. The assailant pushed David away and opened fire, resulting in an accidental gunshot that killed Anna on the spot. David was devastated and decided to use his knowledge to save Anna. From then on, he stayed at home and hid in the laboratory all day long to do research. 5 years later, he finally built a time machine. He put on the clothes he wore on his date with Anna and set the time to the same time. Then took a picture of Anna with him and boarded the time machine. He was going to travel back in time to save Anna today. Then the time machine was started and the flywheel was spinning from slow to fast. As the speed of the flywheel got faster and faster, the thick copper tube was shining brightly, which meant he had succeeded. Time flew backward, and in a flash, he was really back on that day and had arrived at the date earlier than ever before. Anna was amazed that even a busy man could be late. Only David himself knew why. David couldn't hold back his excitement, so he kissed her and took her out of the city. They chose the relative safety of the city where there are many people should not be thugs. But he didn't realize that it was still not safe here, and when he went to the flower store to buy flowers, the accident happened again and Anna was run over by an out-of-control steam car and killed. David, unbelieving, activated the time machine again to save her. But no matter how many times he tried, Anna always died for one reason or another. David realizes that the past cannot be changed. But why? In order to find the answer to the problem this time, he did the opposite and decided to go to the future to find the answer. As the time machine was activated, it was encased in a ball of light. Inside the sphere, time stays the same, but outside it, time flies. The sprouting vines grew rapidly and then blossomed and withered, signifying the passage of time from one year to the next. As the flywheel spins faster and faster, the windows of the clothing store across the street begin to change. The beautiful dresses were getting shorter and shorter and more fashionable, which meant that the times were changing. Looking at the beautiful dresses, David couldn't help but look at Anna's picture too, but he accidentally knocked it off. David grabbed it, but it was too late. As the photo was exposed to the time machine, it disappeared in an instant. But in that instant, the world outside has changed dramatically. Human civilization was rising rapidly. Planes and cannons were flying all over the place. And then human beings ventured into space and built space stations in space. In the blink of an eye, mankind has realized interstellar travel and even built a future city on the moon. Looking at such advanced technology, David pulled down the brakes and the time was frozen in the distant year 2030. Now it's time to find the answer. He decisively got out of the car and rushed to the Library of Wisdom. But he was almost scared to death by the scene in front of him. He was almost shocked by the sight of a figure following him through the glass. A figure he couldn't see or touch. But what was it? Through the man's patient explanation, he realized that it was the AI of the unknowable. He asked the AI about physics, optics and other scientific questions. He didn't expect the AI to be able to answer them. David couldn't help but ask about time travel. But the answer he got was that time travel only exists in science fiction. It's strange that the AI has developed a time machine, but why hasn't it been realized in the future? So he asked if anyone had ever realized time travel.